Got it. Yay.
Cool.
So we're getting ready to be live. I'm really excited for this to work because this is like the third time I've tried.
It kind of says it's okay. So on my end, it's saying is now streaming live on YouTube. So we're official. We're on.
We are?
I think so.
Yay, crown activation.
It kind of says it's okay. So on my end, it's saying is now streaming live on YouTube. So we're official. We're on.
Okay, great. We are?
Oh,
I see. I see.
Crown activation.
It kind of says. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. So let's begin. Hello, everyone. If you guys are just joining, if you are already here, welcome to the Living Spirit Live YouTube channel. I'm really excited to finally do this because I've been trying to do this for a really long time. My name is Imani. For those of you guys who don't know, I am a person, a friend, a daughter, a lover, a sister. And I'm really, really passionate about different alternative forms of healing. So this YouTube channel is truly about bringing different alternative forms of healing. So I'm going to be having a bunch of people come on here and basically share their gifts with the community, which I think is so necessary right now. We're all stuck at home. We're all in this confusing period, astrologically, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and we're all just trying to find a little bit of balance. So we're going to be doing these little shows about different topics. And so today we're just going to start off with a little open meditation. All right, so if you guys can just find a comfortable space that you're in, ignore my messy background. It's morning for me here. I'm in Bali, but we're just going to start it off with some sounds so that way we can all kind of align our energy together. Okay. If you have some water, get some water. I have some coconut water. Do you have some water, sis?
Yes, I'll start. I have spirulina.
Of course you do. You're the one who told me to get the water. Okay, ready? So I'm just going to play some sounds and we're just going to get our energy ready to begin. Remember who you are. Remember that you are divinely protected. Remember that you are safe, nurtured, loved, supported. So we're just going to start today by just thanking ourselves for existing, because we have chosen to be on this planet in this lifetime. And it's a beautiful to be alive, regardless of the uncertainty. It's a really, really beautiful time to be alive. So wherever you are, just thank yourself. I say thank you, Imani. I'm grateful that you've chosen to reincarnate during this time, in this moment, and grateful to be of service. Nunu, you want to say?
Yes, thank you, Anushka, for being here, for being brave to show up on the lines, to be able to just provide what you came here to do and connect with the beautiful beings still who are in alignment.
Yes, thank you so much, Goddess. All right, guys. So first we're going to just start off talking about what is going on astrologically. Right now, we are in Taurus season. This is a really, really special season for us because the sun is actually right next to the planet Uranus. Okay. Uranus is about new beginnings, it's about trauma a little bit, it's about shock, it's about sudden things happening very, very quickly. So, with that, the sun being so close to Uranus, our creative potential is expanding right now. I don't know if you guys are feeling it, but we're feeling this need to do something important. We're feeling this need to try something new, or we're feeling this need to truly expand upon the skills that you already have. It's a fixed sign energy. Anytime we have a transit in a fixed sign energy, it's going to focus on maintaining, and it's also going to focus on improving the energy that you already have. Okay. So this week going forward, we also have Mercury there in Taurus. Mercury here in Taurus is going to help us refine all of our skills. All right. So I want you guys to ask yourself, what am I good at? Or what can I be good at? What am I passionate about? What would I like to try? What would I like to do? What can I dabble in? What can I experience? All right. We're given so much time right now to experience many, many different things. And all the energy is pushing you towards investing in something for yourself. Something that can, eventually help others, maybe help your family or a partner. But right now it's about investing in something for yourself. Okay. So if you could take some time during the week to really think about it, or maybe you have something that you're already doing and you just need to invest a little bit more time into it, or you want to maybe take another class, right? Mercury is going to help you refine your skills because Mercury is very serious in Taurus, right? Taurus is a very slow, earthy, grounded sign. So Mercury is going to pay attention to a lot of the details there, almost as if Mercury was in Virgo. And all these planets are in not all of them, I guess, but some of these planets are in a square to this Saturn in Aquarius. All right. Saturn in Aquarius is home there. But Saturn is still blockages for us. So you're going to have to put in extra effort. So you may be wanting to try new things. You may be wanting to start something new, but it's not really showing up the way that you would think it is. It's not going to just magically appear for you. You're going to have to go after it. You're going to have to say you want to get it. You may sign up for a class and they may forget to email you. You may have to go back and email them again. All right. Because it's Saturn is putting up a little bit of resistance there for you and making you reevaluate what it is that you truly, truly want. Okay. And that also stems from that Mars, that Mars Saturn conjunction that we had April 4th. And I remember talking about that earlier and how it is a 2-year transit. The feeling of that transit is 2 years, you guys. It's 2 years long. So it's about a little bit of endurance and physical strength. So that'll be the theme. That'll be the theme with this Mars Saturn conjunction that we may still be feeling. That's going to be the theme. So it's about you, truly, truly, truly pushing forward and deciding what you want and not letting anything stop you from doing that. Okay, yes. So today we are going to be activating some of this crown chakra energy with, what would you like me to call you? Because I call you your nickname. So
yeah, you can call me Nunu. Go ahead, do that. I feel like it flows really well off the top of your tongue. So let's do it.
Okay, so Nunu is here and she's going to be showing us how to do a crown chakra activation. She is a master at helping you tap into your Akashic records. Remember, the Akashic records is where we store all of our information. What chakra is that again? Is that the ninth chakra?
Yes, it is. It goes beyond from I'd say the 7th onwards.
Okay.
Onwards. So it's like continuous starting onwards. Yeah.
Okay. And it is the Akashic record chakra. It is where we store all of our information. All right. So anything that you've done in a past life, any skill that you've had, you already actually have that skill in this lifetime. It's just about really attracting it out of the Akashic records and bringing it into your present reality.
Exactly.
Okay. So she's also an integration coach as well. What else do you do, Nunu?
So I do a few things. So yes, integration coach. I do Akashic healings as well, and I write poetry. So I'm right now working on a meditation mixtape, which I'm super excited about.
Okay.
Mixing meditation with different form of melodies, different form of elements, and mixture of uh, sonic sounds, binaural beats, and also a touch of hip hop because I grew up on hip hop. So mixing all those different versions of things in there. So yeah, that's the things I'm working on. One of the new, and I also do ganja therapy work. So how to, if people are new to like ganja, how to integrate cannabis into your life, and if people are experiencing paranoia through ganja, what is showing up and how to deal with that, because that's what, when paranoia does show up, is because there's a shadow that's lingering that ganja is showing us. So either opposites of ends, that's what I help do. So yeah, that's one of the few things that I'm working on right now.
Okay, amazing. And she is based in Toronto, but you travel as well, I'm sure. But if you guys are in the Toronto area as well, you can definitely hit her up for some one-on-one sessions. So I'm excited to get into this crown activation that we're doing. So
Yes.
let's get started.
Awesome.
I got my coconut oil.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So I love that she has her oils. I have my oil too. I have mine's coconut castor, and I added a touch of lavender essential oil, just a little bit. And so the crown is really beautiful with the oil, because the oil helps nourish the hair, it helps nourish the scalp, it feeds the follicles of the hair into the brains. And so our hands have it's like our hands have carvings of messages, because they have nerve endings as well. So when you're touching nerve endings to nerve endings, you're sending a message, and you're also massaging. Yeah, think of like Avatar when they connect each other. It's like that's what we're doing with our hands to our head.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. So if you don't have your oil today, that's totally fine. You can just take this and use it the next time when you do have your oil. So the oil is really powerful. You can actually hold your oil in your hand. So hold your oil in your hand, and you're gonna just have a blessing with the oil. It's like you're anointed, having anointed oils. I already pre-bless it for every client that I have. I set an intention with the oil, but since we're doing it live, let's just do it here so you have that with you as well. So holding your oil in your hand and welcoming nourishment, welcoming a sense of replenishment, of strength, of wisdom, of openness, of hydration, of the cuticles, and going through the stories that our bodies, which includes our hair, have to say and have to share. As you bless, you want to add any last blessings on your own, you're welcome to. And then we can start. So setting the intention of what you want to what, not outcome necessarily, but what intention you want to set through the process. It's very relaxing. It's a very heart opening and crown opening. So what I mean by that is it's a great way to also integrate any messages if you want to know more about your higher self.
Okay. So I want to know more about, gosh, I feel like I don't really know where I'm going to go next. And so would that be a good question to ask my higher self? Like, should I stay in Bali? Should I live here? Should I move somewhere else? Should I go back to London? Is that like a type of question? Like what type of thing should we be asking?
That's a great question about a question. So in my experience, a lot of questions, all the questions lead to some sort of infinite answer. once you ask a certain question, so I would say that question that you have is perfect because that's a true desire of your earning to know the answer. So as soon as there's an activated earning that has momentum with it, it will unlock a certain possibility of answers. So that's a great question. That's a great question for you to start with. There's no particular cap on a question. It's more about the how released do you feel to receive information.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. So that's a great question to ask.
Yeah.
I love it. So you're going to start with, so have your oil ready. What I do as well, I'll warm, you don't have to do it right now, but just for future, I warm hot water. So I boil hot water pretty much, and then I have oil, and then I double boil it and put it in there so it's nice and warm for my head top.
Okay.
As well. So you can do that. And then what I do.
It's hot out here. Everything's warm.
Yeah, it's probably already liquidy, right? You're like, okay, I'm good to go.
Yeah, but girl, I'm in the tropics. It is hot. It is hot out here.
That's perfect.
So.
Okay, great. So as you are putting this in, thinking about your intention. So we'll start at the acupressure points. So our acupressure points, they come in a triangle. So I'm gonna pull this closer so you can see. So they start here, right over here, right at the eyebrow. Yeah, do you know when some people take off their glasses,
Okay.
they're like, oh my gosh, I just need a moment, or like it hurts.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. So here, when you press this right here, it releases tension.
Mm-hmm.
There's two acupressure points right here, and then they go into a triangle, and they go all the way up the head in a line, all the way down, and then back of the neck,
Mm-hmm.
and then the back of the neck right below where the base of the head and the neck meet in a triangle as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, so, I didn't know that.
Yes. So the back of the neck is where a lot of teachers, when they're doing activations, they'll use the back of the neck to access the Atlantean, the Atlas gateway, they call it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're starting here.
Yeah, exactly. So you start here.
Where the glasses go.
Yeah.
Now, does the triangle go, is it like an upside down triangle? Like this?
No, it's here, and then it goes this way. It goes upward. So the tip is going to the forehead. Yeah, to the third, where the third eye, the Ajna vortex sits. And then all the way up. So then what we'll do is first you want to, go into that, and then we'll start the oil. So you can do it right now if we would like. We'll start the oil at the tip of the head, right there, and then put it in all the way to the back, and you just start. Yeah, perfect. I love it.
Mine isn't coming out. Hold on. Okay. Ooh, yeah, it's coming out now. Okay.
So put it. Okay, stop at the very back. Don't go all the way down yet. And you're just gonna take the tips of your hands, and you're gonna go in circles, and give a firm pressure. Does it matter which
clockwise?
Okay. Yes. So you're doing clockwise. Okay, and then you're gonna give a firm pressure. If there's any leaking, just bring it back up into the hair. Oh my God, there's some leaking on me too. It was like dripping down my nose. And in Ayurvedic spas, what we do there, we do there is like we'll have you lie down on a table, and we'll put like a warm bucket of hot oil on your forehead and all the way down your hair. So there's like buckets of hot oil just going onto your hair and forehead. It's really soothing. Yeah. So you're going all the way, finding all the different parts, and it's nice to have your eyes closed if you feel comfortable doing that, and tapping into where how your left brain feels, how your right brain feels. And sometimes when you're moving, making sure that all your fingers are pressing into different parts of your brain, not just the left pushing into the right, where you're not just using your thumb, because we have a lot of
Mhm.
power in our thumb and our index. We want to always use them. So activate your pinky as well. Our pinky is connected to our crown chakra in the mudra, which I'll show you
Mhm.
in a little bit. So just finding all the different parts, and it's nice if you bring your chin towards your neck as well, and you'll feel a little stretch in the neck.
Mhm.
You're really just wanting to go everywhere. It being present with the breath, being present with your breath. Once you feel like your whole crown is oiled, this is after a little bit of time.
I didn't put
Then,
it all the way to the bottom. Did I?
pardon?
I didn't put it all the way to the bottom.
Yeah,
You
so
said
you can,
don't.
yeah, that's fine. So you can start going ahead and doing it in the bottom as well. I love how there's a little line of the oil on your forehead. It looks beautiful, actually. So you're gonna go all the
Thanks,
way now.
sis.
You're gonna go all the way to the back of the head now. And what we're doing here is we really want to address the scalp. We're only just focusing on the scalp, not the hair at the moment. Really connecting our nerve endings from our fingertips onto our head and connecting back to our processing unit, our central processing unit, our brain. How is our left brain? How is our right brain? How is the different parts of our brain? The
Mhm.
skull, just connecting back into something that it has so many different layers, so many different parts. It's like its own map. It's its own map. It's not like it is its own map. So as you're going through it, sometimes when your eyes are closed and in your own state and by yourself, or someone else is doing it for you, you'll have pieces of memories flash. So I'm gonna stay quiet for about
Mhm.
3 full breaths. Let you just fall into the intention and into your question that you asked.
Okay,
So
I'll play some music
yeah.
while everyone kind of, if you're doing this with us, fall into your question. That's what you said, right?
Yes, exactly. So as you're connecting with your
Fall
brain,
into your question.
yes. And as we are connecting to our brain, a lot of our society is focused on thought, on thought, on thought. And sometimes the thought patterns can be can be shaped in a certain way, and also sometimes the way that our thoughts are so overemphasized that our brain can be overfried. So what we're doing is we're just nourishing our brain from the outside in. We're giving it some love. So after you feel like you've done all of that, okay, then you're gonna take the oil and move it all the way down your hair. So you're just nourishing your hair, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna just um, bring it down all the way to the tip, as much as oil as you need, as little oil as you need. Yeah, just gradually bring it down because you have a lot of oil on your scalp. Depending on
Mm-hmm.
where your wash day is as well, you want to bring those natural oils with your oil that you've put, the carrier oil, and you want to bring it down as well.
Okay.
So however you want to do it, all the way to the tips once your whole hair is done. All right, so obviously this will take a little bit longer, depending or short amount of time, however long your hair is. A lot of oil.
Oh my God.
Is it a
All
lot?
my oil just spilled out on me.
Did the cap fall off?
All of it.
Okay.
Drenched.
Towel close
Oh, it's
by.
everywhere. I would get up, you guys, but I don't have pants on, so I'm not going to.
It's gonna nourish. Coconut oil is gonna nourish the floor. It's gonna nourish your legs.
Oh my gosh. It's okay. I'm gonna go swimming. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you're
go
gonna go
swimming
swimming
after
and you're
this.
nourishing your skin. So it's maybe your legs needed it.
Maybe they did. Maybe my pillow and everything did that I'm sitting on. Woo!
Ooh, okay.
Oh my
For
gosh.
the win. So, yes, once you, yeah, I love it. Yes, I love the way you're taking it all the way. Yes, beautiful. So you want to bring your chin
Wiping
to,
it on my leg now.
I think, yeah, nurse those beautiful legs, and your pillow. Yeah, definitely has to go for a wash there. But I'm sure it's loving it. I'm sure it's loving it. Okay, so once
So
you're
bad.
there and nourished in your scalp, and then you're going through all your hair, if your hairstyle right now is one that you can detangle or are detangling in any way, I want you to feel the stories as you're nourishing your hair in any way, actually. Doesn't have to be just detangling, but feel what stories your hair have. Think of like when you're beside a fire and the next day after a fire, you can like smell your hair and you smell like a campfire. Yeah, you're like a coconut oil goddess right now.
Yeah. It's pretty bad. I need to wipe some of this up. It's crazy.
So
Okay,
as
it's gonna
you're
smell really good in my program.
it's gonna be coconut-y, like as an understatement. It's gonna be coconut everything.
Oh yeah.
So as you are going through your hair, think about what stories, as you're holding different parts of your hair, your hair will have a memory that's attached to it about the day. And as you breathe in, you can even smell your hair. And if you're in putting your hands through your hair or even like undoing a knot, if that sort, um, it's very important that you are vigilant on your breath pattern. Is your heart connecting to your hands? Because our heart is an extension of our hands. And the memories that are connected to your hair as they have grown, as they are growing, as our cells from our brain are coming out into these hair strands that are also a resemblance of our ancestors. What stories are your ancestors speaking through your hair? Yes. I love that you did that as well. So at the end, our tips of our hair get really dry. So the driest part, because they're the farthest part away from the top of our scalp. So what you want to do is put some
Yeah.
extra oil in there, making sure that the tips are getting nourishment. You want the dry ends to be very oiled up more than the top of the head, because it will help just the end of the hair to be more healthy and fuller. So take a moment, do that. Sometimes when you're going through your hair, you'll notice a certain part of your scalp that's a little sensitive. And I want you, if you feel a part that's sensitive, to just breathe, do some vigorous breath movement there. So say for example, let me find a spot that's sensitive in my head right now. I do this every night. So before you go to bed, just run your hand through your head and just massage it, massage it, massage it. And it just feels like you squished your head and then released all of the blood so it rushes through other places, and it just gives you such a refresher to get ready to go to bed, which is really nice. Rubbing our heads also stimulate hair growth. It activates endorphins, and through that process, what it does is it also activates the crown chakra. So when we're activating the crown chakra, what we're doing is we're connecting to our higher self. We're connecting to the the skies, the one that's connected to the highest part of the skies. And in that process, what's happening right now during corona COVID is our crowns are the so it's called 1,000 petals. Our crown, Sahasrara, is what we say in Hindi, in ancient scriptures. We call it Sahasrara, and Sahasrara means 1,000 petals. Yeah, so it means 1,000 petals, and in these 1,000 petals, what's happening in these different petals, the colors are changing in and of itself. It's a spectrum of different variations, and certain ones are activating more than others, and certain people's petals have been closed. So right now their petals are opening up like a lily pad. And so certain awarenesses, people needing time to be at home for some reason, for this reason, to be able to understand what is it that I need to do to connect with my highest self. How can I connect with my highest self to receive the answers that I need? And so when our head's a little sensitive, it's because there's a little bit more attention that space needs, a little bit more that our body's saying, hey, you're worrying about something. So my head's a little tense on this side. You are needing to release this tension. And as you release the tension in the head, in that part, you'll notice a certain problem, a certain situation pop up, a certain person, a certain opportunity. So just be free as you massage and just see what comes up. If you think about a random balloon, you're like, oh, like that balloon that happened last week, I was on a balloon ride, and you're like, oh, okay, that's been lingering on my consciousness. Great. So as you're moving through that, all right. I did write some things down just so making sure that I won't forget anything. How we out on time right now?
Okay. I don't know. Oh,
it's 10:30.
We're gonna finish up soon.
Okay. All right. So I wrote a few things down that I wanted to share about COVID, crown chakra, and what it means to massage the head and the crown. So as we're touching our hair and setting up the process of oiling our scalps, of anointing our bodies, definitely the ancestors are part of our DNA, and they're coming through the hair. So you can speak to them through that as well. They are showing up. Someone asked me, which is a really good question. Some of the people watching might not know what crown chakra means, and someone asked me that question before I started. So that was really good, because I was like, oh great, I should write that down. So I have some things here. So okay, so our hearts and our hands are connected. So our feet as well. When we massage our heads, we feel the tension being released in other parts of our body. Just like when you're tight in your neck, you'll feel your lower back sometimes hurting, because they're all connected. They're all one piece. So when you're releasing tension on the head, it impacts your feet as well. So the crown chakra is the seventh chakra. What a chakra is that there's really powerful energy nerve endings that run from the top of the body and beyond to the base of our feet and into the ground. So when there's two really powerful nerves that have so much life and so much energy running through, and they overlap, they'll create a portal, because there's just so much life and visceral energy running through that nerve. And when they create this portal, it will support. I love your hair like that. That's my favorite hairstyle of yours so far. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So in that process, you are connecting with the highest version in regards to the crown chakra. Now, depending on which part of the tribe, which part of the ancestral tribe, or which lineage you're going through, it's going to range in different chakras. Some people have 12 chakras, 13 chakras, because they look in between of the centers that they count as well. So that's what a chakra is. A crown chakra sits on the crown of our head and above, and it's called Sahasrara. It means 1,000 petals. It's about the consciousness of our highest self, and it also connects to the mantra Om. So the mantra, each chakra has a mantra, and so the crown chakra is Om, and it's also the silence before and after the Om. That's the most important part of the Om about the crown, because it's when you activate Om, it goes through your whole body, but the silence after and before is what activates the crown. As you're detangling your hair, just talking to your hair, giving it more life. If your hair's dry, just like talking more hydration in your hair. For me, it was a lot of I wanted my hair to grow a little bit longer. It was stagnant for a certain length. So as I was detangling me, I was saying, wow, like I want my hair to be longer. It is longer. It looks great. It's healthy. It's thriving. So you're talking life into your hair is something that's important. If you feel there's certain parts that there's energy not going through, you want to go back to those spaces and give more life. And okay, so you can actually cosmically travel as you are going through your head process. So as you're done your whole crown, you can also come back to your temples, and start over here and then work your way towards your eyebrows as well. So I like to do this part last because it's a really sensitive area. So exactly. So I'll go in circular motion all the way and then I'll start and then, yeah, perfect. And then all the way and then open up your jaw. When you open up, yeah, exactly. You'll feel it all the way. Now we're doing some face yoga, which is really cool. So, yep, I love that. You're going all the way back because this is exactly what I do. Include your ears. Your ears also have acupressure points. They're very sensitive as well, and they're part of your head. So when you do that as well,
My ears are slippery. I can't even fix them.
they're like slippery inside.
I'm drenched.
So and then I love, Imani, you were going through your neck, which is such a powerful as well. So when you're at the back there and you feel if there's any tightness, thank goodness I've been working on my neck a lot, so it hasn't been a lot of tightness. So what I want you to do, I'm just going to turn around so you kind of see it. So what I want you to do is like push into your scalp, in between where your neck and your scalp is, and then you're going to go in clockwise. Hold on, clockwise. So my left hand is doing a clockwise, my right hand is doing anti-clockwise. That feels good for me right now, so I'm just going to continue with it. And then you're going to go across the skull. So you're going to go across the skull towards the jaw on each side, and just pressing into there. See how that feels to your neck. And then if you can and you want to, you can bring it towards your neck and really massage. I know a lot of people, they in the mainstream society, I feel like a lot of clients, they come with me when I give these hands-on head massages. They have really swollen nerves in the back. They're holding a lot, and like when I press it, I can instantly picture a memory that their body's holding on to. So you can do that at home. When you see any sensitivities in your neck or any bulging muscles or tight nerves, is your nerve is like it's tight, it's inflamed. So massage it out and open up your mouth and see what it is you want to release and what's coming up for you. Another thing for your hair, what I've been doing is I've been doing Irish sea moss water. So I'll soak my sea moss and then I'll save the water, not the first round after I wash it because that has too much iodine, in my personal opinion. But I would say like it's like seawater, and like think about like seawater, how it nourishes your hair. So I'll store it in the fridge and then spray it on my hair or like wash it. I'll wash my hair with it and then I'll let it be, and it's just like bouncing curls and really nourishes your hair as well. Let me see if there's anything else that I need to share that the guides want to share with everybody. So corona in Latin means crown. It means crown. So our crown right now is evolving. It's evolving to another stage. It's opening up a different petals. New petals are growing. Old petals are dying. And through that process, you also want to clear different petals that are dead. Think of when you're watering plants and you see ones that you want to pick off that don't have life in them. So you want to pick those off. Old meditation habits that you don't resonate with, things in your self-care toolkit or things in your highest version that were you but not you. So working if there's any guilt in between that to release that as well. that is all I have to say for now, unless anything else comes up. Do you have any questions? Anything you think people will ask?
I feel high right now.
It definitely activates that for
From
sure.
I feel high. I'm drenched in coconut oil. I have this sound going.
Yes.
And I feel really relaxed and at peace. And honestly ready to go back to sleep now. So thank you so much for showing me that. I'm definitely going to try to do this practice often every night with less coconut oil, but
yeah,
I like it. I like it a lot.
You're so welcome.
So I guess the focus for the week, we're going to start a new week tomorrow. Well, what day is it for you guys? Friday night?
For us,
Friday night?
Today's Friday night, yeah.
Okay, so it's Saturday, 10:41 a.m. for me.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about the theme for the week. There's this really beautiful spider right now. Anyways, I'm thinking about the theme for the week, and the focus should be about us activating this crown so that way we can tap into all of the newness that we're trying to bring here with Uranus and get rid of all of the old trauma as well. So wherever you guys are, if it's your evening, if it's your rising, spend a little bit of time, especially if you couldn't do it during this session, to just be with yourself, put on some nice meditative music and do this massage. Try to do this at least once every day this week.
For sure.
And see how you feel, because I feel high right now. I don't know. I was really getting into it.
Love it.
And I feel my energy has calmed down a lot. I feel I get 3 hours of sleep at night. So for me, this feels very like I had a massage.
Yeah.
So
totally.
thank you. Thank you
so
for
welcome.
sharing that.
You're so welcome. I also want to add, spiders are connected to the crown chakra as well, because they have like, they're known for a lot of legs, which is kind of like a lot of petals on the ground. So it's so beautiful that you're seeing a spider there. It's beautiful.
Wow. One literally just, well, there's bugs everywhere here, but one just came across my laptop just now.
Connected to the.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nunu, for sharing that wonderful sacred crown activation with us. So that way we can do something fun in our homes and get our own massages, especially if we can't get one, you know.
Exactly.
And we're just going to close this off with a little silent meditation so we can all be on the same frequency and the same energy. So wherever you are, if you could just take some time to just take some deep breaths with us together. So we're going to breathe in. And we're going to breathe out. And this time, really bring in all of the goodness, all of the messages, everything that you activated from your crown chakra meditation. And really exhale everything that isn't serving you. Everything that you need to let go. And take another deep breath in, breathing in all of your messages. And slowly breathe out everything that you need to let go. Thank yourself for showing up. Thank yourself for learning a new skill. Thank yourself for activating this sacred crown chakra. Thank yourself for existing. Thank yourself for exploring new options to continue your healing process and this journey. It's never ending. So the more that you expand, the better you will feel. All right. Everyone have a good evening or good afternoon or a good rising. Peace.
Namaste.
I'm not even sure how to end